Australian Television Network and associated stations presents The Bert Newton Show! Yeah!
Grazie! Enough of that. Good up. Yeah, hey, let's march on them. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you here. On this love... Oh, that's enough. Please, you spoiled. Compers all over the world. So please, that's enough. That's enough. Keep it going. Keep it going. Good to have you here for the show. Lovely group here for a Friday. Hope you're going to enjoy the show at home. We have got so many people on the show today, it is not funny. Although we're hoping parts of the show will be funny for you. Are you well? That's good. Look, an example of the stars, the quality of the stars we have on today's program. Colleen Hewitt is opening the show with Knock on Wood. Later in the show, she has got... Yeah, there you go. That's for Colleen. But I saw one young bloke in the audience say, hey, isn't she spunky? Yes, indeed, she is. A little later in the show, she is joined by Robin Jolly, who in turn is going to join... He is going to join... On other days, you see, you could say that the Lord was going to come back to earth and no one would clap. But... Also, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yes, and at the end of the show, they're going to join us in... Oh, it'll just happen anyway. Well, here's Colleen Hewitt, Knock on Wood. Colleen Hewitt. Shall we bring her over? Yeah, here's Colleen, ladies and gentlemen. reason for that... Oh, beautiful timing, Ross. Lovely. The reason for that was that I wanted the young bloke over there just to see what a spunk looked like really up close.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me.
Yeah. Gosh, you are looking good too, eh?
Well, I feel pretty terrific.
Where'd you get that from, Kamal?
Off the...
Looks very nice.
No, off the bedroom curtains, actually. I needed just a bit of orange.
It looks... What's doing?
Oh, look, how long have you got, Bert?
For what?
Oh, the drama in my life.
What more
my
drama?
son broke his collarbone.
Oh, no.
He fell over.
Casey?
Yes, a little boy pushed him over and broken collarbone.
Not drinking again?
Oh,
No.
always,
Oh,
always.
there you go.
Thank you. It's like Dr. Wright then. No, everything is really very nice at the moment, recording a lot and working a lot, touring. A little bit worried about these aeroplanes, though.
Everybody's a little worried about the aeroplanes, Colleen.
It's not very nice,
Well, it really
is
would
it?
affect your work too, wouldn't it, eh?
Well, it does.
Yeah.
The majority of my work is interstate.
Gonna stay a little while?
Can I?
Yeah, I'd like you to. That's the reason I got you over here.
And my cushion isn't buckling up.
No, we've got to fix that.
must
You're not a
not
real
lose
star
my
unless the
mind.
cushion buckles, you see. If I tried you this riddle on you.
Okay.
Who is the first Aboriginal boy to win a world boxing title, who won it in 1968 and was trained by Jack Rennie? Who would you say?
It would have to be Lionel Rose.
And there are two guests for you, ladies and gentlemen, Lionel Rose and Jack Rennie. Welcome to the show, boys. It's good to have you.
I had an accident at the back there. I fell across the... there's something out there I'm going to
Oh,
sue
for
you.
God, don't sue us, whatever you do. No, it's a very bad time to sue in television. There's no money anywhere, Lionel.
It's the same as the aeroplanes, isn't it?
I tell you what, it didn't affect that. It didn't affect the grip. My executive producer met you just before the show, and he said you've still got that vice-like grip, and you have. Let's just try it one
Thank you.
more time.
That's it.
Oh, I beg, it's not a grip at all. You're a member of the lodge. That's right. Yeah, yes.
Don't be smart, mate.
Suddenly twig. How you,
We're
Jack?
good, mates.
Very well, thanks, Bert.
That's good. Good to have you here, Lionel. I talked before about 1968 when you won that.
21 years ago.
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
What are the memories of it, mate?
Well, they're still very, very vivid, of course, and probably one of the greatest things about, of course, it's all history now of the actual fight and the results. But I can always remember leaving the old Essendon airport, and there was 10 people to see us off, and all our friends, and there was 250,000 to see us home.
When you came back after winning, yeah. Well, that's the story.
And that's what the Melbourne public are like, and they're beautiful, and they've always been beautiful to me.
And what about the fight itself? Did you go in really confidently?
Well, you'll have to ask just my manager trainer.
What were his feelings? What were yours, Jack, back in those years?
Well, Bert, it was a tough situation because we're in a Tokyo that was cold and snow everywhere, and we were very homesick. But the fight itself, Lionel really excelled himself. He lifted himself and took the title.
And how did you feel about that victory? Because it changed your career too, didn't it, Jack?
Yes, we became full-time then, and from the time Lionel won the championship, we crisscrossed the country, charity shows from Darwin to Hobart, Perth to Sydney, and it became full-time, and I've been in boxing ever since.
It would be very easy for me to say the former manager and the former trainer of Lionel Rose, and I know that you guys...
Oh, no, he's still my trainer.
Just going to say, well, that's it. I mean, the sort of closeness that you had back in those times, regardless of what would happen, you would always be simpatico, wouldn't you? You'd have to be.
Excuse me, what's simpatico, man?
It's a nice word. It means friends and buddies and things.
You mean pals?
Yeah, pals.
Why didn't you say that in the first place?
Yeah, real chums.
It's
Well, are you simpatico?
Sweet as a bun. He's apples.
He's apples. Not only simpatico, but apples too. What about the fight game today, Jack? What sort of a shape is it?
It goes up and down with the champions, Bert, and of course with Jeff Fennick making a comeback now, the scene will go up again. And we have one or two other boys now, like Jimmy Thunder, the heavyweight, that's creating a big impression. Oh, he's a tremendous puncher. Great fighter. And I think he's going to be a challenger for Tyson within another year.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, my word.
It's a big statement.
He has everything. He's got the build, the punch, and boxing skills with it. Yeah.
His feet on the ground?
Feet on the ground. He's a nice guy, yes.
How old is he?
Only 23, and that's young as heavyweights go.
Yes, sure. Well, he'd have perhaps a long career ahead of him, wouldn't he?
Yes, I'd say a big career.
Do you like his work, Lionel?
Who are you talking about, Mr. Rennie?
Thunder. No, Jimmy Thunder.
Jimmy Thunder. Yes, he's a very, very promising heavyweight. I've seen a couple of his fights now, and I think with experience, of course, you've got to fight. Every fight has got to be better than the last one, because and that's how the experience is acquired. And of course, he's got the right man with him, and I think he'll go a long way. And I wish him everything that he wishes himself.
It's lovely, Lionel, lovely, and I'm sure coming from you that means a hell of a lot. What about this mini-series on your life? Tell us about that.
Well, we're going to hear a little bit about it.
I certainly do.
Well, it's basically a story from the beginning of, because I come from a place called Druin, and we lived in very humble surroundings there, of course, in bark huts and tin sheds and what have you, and in those days they didn't have Department of Aboriginal Affairs, of course, and we lived a pretty non-existent life, and but fighting was always in my blood. My father was a tent fighter or carnival fighter, and I came across, as we got closer to the township, we moved into the 20th century sort of thing with electricity and everything. They had cars.
How old were you then?
Well, I was 10 years of age then, and I was brought to Melbourne by the Save the Children's Fund through a gentleman by the name of Graham Walsh, who was a very close friend of mine. And I saw my first fight here at the Festival Hall. It was Johnny Van Ringsburg. I always remember this, Johnny Van Ringsburg and Bruno Vicentin. And after that, seeing that contest, and after my father teaching me all the fundamentals of the game, and that's what I wanted to be, a fighter. I wanted to be a boxer.
What were their names again?
That's how I don't ask me again.
No, I was going to say, because that's sort of like me saying simpatico to you.
Well, I'll tell you, Johnny Van Ringsburg was the British Empire welterweight champion. He was South African, and Bruno Vicentin became the junior middleweight champion of the world. He was an Italian, and then of course was my favourite fighter, and I idolised a man with a fellow called George Bracken.
Oh yeah.
And what a fuck, could he punch, couldn't he?
Yeah, what a great bloke too.
Oh, what a great bloke, you know. And to see such a, well, I saw Bracken and I just idolised Bracken, and I can always recall when Bracken lost, I used to cry, you know. It's unbelievable, you know.
I saw him last year in Hawaii, of all places.
Fair dinkum. Well, he's going well, isn't he?
He's going well, and I met his wife and his kids. And
well, I can make it South Melbourne at the moment. That's,
well, that's a start. Stay around here. I've been here 7 months, and I'm very happy.
Well, yeah, I'm doing well. Look, I'll tell you what, I've got a little presentation to. Do you mind if I do this?
Who, for me?
Well, I'd like
to. It's Lionel and Housewife Superstar.
Am I allowed to do this? Am I allowed to do this?
You certainly are. We can accept anything here.
Well, they've got something here for you.
It's around the back there. Okay.
All right, then.
I mean, could you imagine anyone saying Lionel Rose? Oh no, thanks all the same. I'd rather not take it.
This is the first gift, and I expect something in return.
You certainly, yes.
But this is of the Sports Hall of Australia.
Isn't that fantastic?
And that's yours.
Oh, Lionel.
These are all of our...
There's Dawn. John Bertram. Walter Lindrum.
What about Teddy Whitten?
Teddy Whitten over there, Mr. Football. And they're giving him the great honour, you know, of presenting the cup on grand final.
So they should.
Walter Lindrum, the greatest ever. They had to change the rules for him.
Never defeated.
No.
Never
defeated. That's just
well, that's
wonderful.
Yours. That's on behalf of Brian Membry.
Yep.
And he was the man that designed all this.
Marjorie Jackson.
Bobby Skilton. They're all there.
Oh, that's fantastic. Herb Elliott.
Lionel Rose.
Lou Hode, Ken Rosewall, Sir Donald Bradman, John Newcomb. How did the great Bert get into that? No, this is Lionel Rose up there. Oh, I really appreciate that, Lionel.
You're welcome.
That's terrific. Patty's in to see the show this afternoon. She's in the...
And also have one
just like to explain what this is. Another one?
Of an old pugilist that you maybe find somewhere as long as you don't hang it in the toilet. But that's on my behalf and...
Lionel. Thank you very much indeed.
You've been playing for quite a while, haven't you, Bert?
Yeah.
Now, you can read that out for me. That's a little favour for me.
Certainly.
That was the favour that from the last time of Kevin Murray's testimony.
Okay, righto, mate. Righto. This is the account, Lionel. As I say, Patty's in today. She'll be thrilled to see these because I've plenty of room at home.
Well, there she is.
That's wonderful. Now, what do you want me to do here? Oh, yes.
No, just with your glasses.
Now, if you're not lucky enough, as I am, to receive one of those with the compliments of Lionel, you can get one very easily by writing to Post Office Box 295, Mitcham, Victoria, 3125. What's the cost?
I don't know. What's the cost? Anyone know the price of that?
Well, you should know, Lon. You just bought those for me.
I don't know. I think...
Look, I'll let you know when you get in touch
off the top of the head, I think you can... just with the poster, it's $20.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you get the frame on, I think it's $60.
Yeah, and $2.50 postage, which I shouldn't mention, I suppose, but they throw that into... Well, I'm absolutely thrilled. There'll be so many people in Australia today who would like to be in my chair to receive those...
I'd like to be in your chair.
He's lost nothing, Jack, has he?
You'll never keep him down, Bert.
Well, I tell you what, I reckon that is the operative phrase. You'll never keep this bloke down. Lionel Rose and Jack Reddy, ladies and gentlemen. Good on you, mate. Yeah, please. Hey, listen, before you go, I've got a little present for you. I know that you love music. Have you got a copy? Have you got the Bert and Patty family album?
A little old wine, drink of me.
That's yours, Lionel.
Thank you very much.
Good on you, mate. And we're back with you after... Yes, let's hear it again for Lionel and Jack. He's in good form, isn't he, Colin? Very good form. I'm going to have to start working now. He's working very fast. Hey, Lionel, guess who is going to join us after this commercial break? Are you ready for Abigail?
Abigail?
Yes.
Move up, Jack.
Move up and make plenty of room. Abigail's with us after this break. We'll take this break at last. Okay. Welcome back. I'm just checking this again, and I'm told that the gentleman who provides these prints is in the audience today, Lionel. Is it Brian Membry?
Yes, Brian.
Where are you, Brian? Put your hand up.
One.
Good day, mate. Yeah, there he is. Thanks very much. Great prints, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have...
The gentleman fought George Bracken twice.
Did you?
And that's an effort by itself.
Ah, great.
And went to distance both times. No, stopped once. I can't remember now, but he's been made anyway. You know?
Good on you. Well, nice to have you in the audience today, Brian. Thanks for that. Let people tell you nothing else other than the very first sex symbol on Australian television, and also one of the most delightful people ever to be on Australian television, is my next guest. Please welcome Abigail. Welcome to the show.
Lovely to be here. Thank you.
It's good to have you. You know Lon, you know Colleen, you know Jack.
Yes.
Way down there. Jack, unfortunately, he drew the short straw down. He's a long way away from you down there.
I'm just a little younger than Jack, that's it.
Just a little younger and more handsome, you see. It's good to have you here, as I say. And Abigail, I think the beaut thing about your career is, OK, back in those years of Number 96, you were seen as a sex symbol, come actress. But since then, television-wise and theatre-wise, you've proven yourself to be a really great actress. And that must be important to you.
I think it's always important when you start off in the acting career. I will never deny what Number 96 did, because you're always waiting for your first job. And when you have 97% of unemployment in the acting field, or even in the singing field, as you know, Colleen, it's very good to have a job. Unfortunately, you get labelled with the first thing that you do, and it does hang around, but it's good to get started and working.
We've got to talk about it. I feel too far away. For some reason, they've put tape on my wheels because I move around too much, but I think Abigail is a very good reason to come just a little closer. There. The trouble is, you see, these two microphones... Yes, well, obviously.
Jack, get a second.
Is my end
these two microphones...
close to your end?
Yes. Well, no, unfortunately not.
I meant the mics.
It's going to be one of those shows today. Back in the years of Number 96, you were on the cover of almost every magazine possible. I remember 2 TV Weeks, which actually we've had put up today to show 2 great shots of you back in that era. And I suppose you look now at people like Jason and Kylie, and you've got to realise that you really were. I mean, you laid the foundations for them.
Yes, I suppose so.
Well, 96 broke so much new ground,
It
didn't
did, indeed. I think it also gave Australian audiences the chance to see themselves instead of seeing Americans or seeing the British. They had a chance to peep through their own keyholes, which is a great reason why it was so successful. And it came at a time when we were always, in the early 70s, looking back on Vietnam. We were going through a lot of self-investigation and being upfront and hands-on about situations. It was the right time too.
Yeah. Did you expect, though, it was going to be the runaway success it became? Because
Never.
it was the hottest thing in Australia, wasn't it?
It was. No, when I'd been out of work for about a year. I'd done 2 commercials, that's all. And everybody else thought, we'll do the pilot and the pilot will fail, as all the other pilots have failed. And when it took off, we were 6 months in work, and then we suddenly realised we're still going to be working 6 months away. Well, that's not bad.
That's terrific. Did you, apart from the fact that it became such an Australia-wide success and also went overseas, was it the sort of time in Australian television when you were able to make enough money to basically, I know the answer already, to last you for life?
I was going to say, what do you... You don't know too well. No, it wasn't. You really had to battle in those times. We were set up with a lot of glory and a lot of stardom, but it was really living on a very mean amount of things. I used to wear a lot of my own clothes on the show because wardrobe couldn't afford to buy us clothes.
For those people who'd like to be reminded of the cast of Number 96, and there are many of us who'd like to be reminded, there's a shot from a TV Week special. And yesterday I read in the newspapers that Pat McDonald is not well, Abigail.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
No, indeed, she collapsed before opening in a play in Sydney.
Oh, how
And she's a delightful lady. I know
Yes,
a dear
she's
working chum of
good
yours.
friend of mine. We worked on Sons and Daughters together for a long time.
So much love to Pat. If she happens
Yes.
to be watching today, we're all thinking of you. And you get what she wanted to go on stage on a walking stick, but her doctor wouldn't allow her. The old pro
Yes,
that
she
she is, she
would,
would want to do it. So what are your plans? What are you doing in the
I'm
future?
having I've done a mini-series for children. I was working with animals and kids and survived for another station, so I won't mention any more about that, except it was great fun. I play a sort of Dolly Parton character, frustrated country western singer, but I'm having
Immediately you get all the giggles and sniggers and things. I mean, why shouldn't Abigail play? Can you think of anyone better to play a Dolly Parton character?
She's also the lady mayoress of the town.
Who, Dolly Parton?
No, me.
Oh, you.
Yes. But I've had a play written for me
Oh, terrific.
in England
Yeah.
by Vince Powell, who's Cilla Black's writer.
Yes, exactly.
And he's written a play for me. It's a farce. There are no pretensions about it. It's a good, happy farce, you know, mistaken identities, doors opening and closing and all that sort of thing. And we're going to tour, and we start touring in January. And we're going to take it around the regional theatres.
Right. This is here or in England?
No, this is here. Vince Powell is married to an Australian girl, and he wrote Home Sweet Home, which we did here in Australia, and a lot of the other shows, carry-on shows and things like that, and he wrote it specifically for me in mind. We've got a cast of about 6 or 7, and there are lots of tender moments, but basically it's a good riot, and it's called Storm in a D Cup. Don't you make a crap of it.
I will not. That'll do it for me. Once again, everyone sniggers. We cover the fact that, you know, being Australia's first
And we're opening on Australia Day.
Are you?
Because
Terrific.
it's the first play that's been commissioned to be written for an Australian persona.
Right.
So-
Wish you well with it.
Thank you.
Did you, the fact that you proved yourself in acting after Number 96, not saying that you didn't prove that in 96 anyway, but do you worry about that, I'm saying sniggering, but the good-natured smiles and chuckles that come as the result of you being how you are?
Not at all. No, I think it's recognition, and every artist searches for recognition. So the more you have, the more is good.
That's good advice to anybody, isn't
Yes,
it?
I think so, yeah.
Abigail, I wonder if you do me a favour. We've got one of the boys here in the orchestra who this week has, well, put to you frankly, we're trying to prove to him that girls are nice, you know what I mean? And this week he's kissed already Chelsea Brown, also a delightful lady, Pam Mattison, who's appearing at the Hilton Comedy Club at the moment. Would you just give him a little peck on the cheek?
Yes, of course.
You'll never know just what
My
it means to
pleasure.
him and to us, yeah. Joe Kindamo is his name. He's very harmless. This is Abigail. This is Abigail I told you about. You know Abigail? Abigail? She wants to give you a big kiss. Oh, no. There you go. Oh! That'll be another beaut one for Ted. Lovely. You know, this week I felt more like a voyeur than a compere. How was he?
Wonderful.
Ah, that's good.
Yes.
Well, at least we've made your day, haven't we? Abigail, ladies and gentlemen, we've certainly made Joe's day. After this break, Robin Johnny is going to kiss him and then sing for you. good to have you here. Look, John Deeks, my trusty and very talented announcer, has something here which has been dying to show us all week. Sit down, John, and explain exactly what it is.
Remember how you had that parrot that you talk and it would talk back to you?
Yes, you found something?
This moves if you talk to it.
Oh, can I have a go?
Look at that, isn't that clever?
This talks if you talk to it. Isn't that clever? What's it done with? Batteries? Huh? Hey, man, how are you doing? Hey, man, way out.
And it goes absolutely mad when it hears music.
Oh, we haven't got any,
Well,
unfortunately.
if I could, I put it on the piano, and if Joe plays a little...
Well, what about the boys playing something?
All right,
busking
that's a good
something
idea.
and see what happens. And we won't talk at all.
Okay.
And they're a fair way away, not far enough away, but they're still a fair way away. See what happens. Isn't that great? That's wonderful, John.
And it came to us from our good friends at a local radio station, 3TT.
Oh, that's bit. And John, if ever you find any of these things, again, for God's sake, keep them to yourself. Well, that really is very, very cute. John, while you're there, I want to make I don't want to make the show into a swap shop, and I haven't asked anyone, can I do this? But I have got a personal favour to ask. You might recall we had Olivia Newton-John and Pat Carroll on the show some 4 or 5 weeks ago now, and there were some great shots in TV Week of them with Pat Carroll's little boys. And I wanted to send them some copies, and unfortunately now, because of a new system, TV Week only keeps 1 or 2 or a handful. The shots have gone anyway. Got the wrong... Oh, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. That's this week's TV Week. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I want to keep that for another reason too. This is the TV Week. That's the spread in question, but that... Not the ad, that one there. And that's the cover. So if you've got a copy of that, I wonder if you'd send it to me, care of the 7 Network. I'll certainly give you something in return. Not too sure what. I've given away my Bert and Paddy. Yeah, that's promised.
No.
I'll send you my best wishes or something. If you've got a copy of that, would be rather lovely if you could do that. And the reason I've got this here, very quickly, just wanted to read something that's in On the Grapevine this week. Have you read it, have you? No. Colleen, you didn't write it, did you? I just want to read it to you. Just listen very carefully. Who's the veteran showman whose hair, or what's left of it, is his crowning glory? So much so that he will not allow anyone at the studio makeup room to touch it in case it cracks. Isn't this lovely? Apparently his wife gives it a tease. What are we talking about now? Apparently his wife gives it a tease before he leaves home every morning. Some jokesters, now this is the line I love, some jokesters say she just whistles and it jumps into place. Now all I want to say is, I know who they're talking about, but personally I think Darren looks wonderful every night. So don't forget, if you've got a copy, not of this week's TV Week, but of that one, I really would appreciate it. Here's Robin Jolly. We're using one of the team tonight because he's one of our producers on the show, and it's good to have Robin with us. And Robin's going to sing The Sun Ain't Gonna Shine Anymore. Robin Jolly, ladies and gentlemen.
Loneliness is a cloak you wear, a deep shade of blue is always there. The sun ain't gonna shine anymore, the moon ain't gonna rise in the sky, the tears are always clouding your eyes when you're without love, baby. Emptiness is a place you're in with nothing to lose but no more to win. The sun ain't gonna shine anymore, the moon ain't gonna rise in the sky, the tears are always clouding your eyes when you're without
Absolutely singing well. Come over, Rob. I've worked with you for a long while, Rob. You'd have to take the stuff off the chair, you know. Peter, I can't move the rotten thing. Look at that. The lady over there in the audience said before, you know, is there something wrong with you, Bert? I was trying to get around like this to say hello to her. Could you take it off for me, please, Peter? I'll have a chat to Rob. It's very... I like to sort of move around and, you know, and do... The thing won't move a bloody inch. Look at that. At one stage of the game, when I was talking to Abigail first up, I was over here. Oh, yes.
Oh, there's another problem too.
Ripping his mic.
Yes.
Yes.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
You keep talking, I'll keep ripping.
Oh, OK, Peter, right, what do we do? Listen, I've worked with... While you're down there, my shoes need... listen, Rob, I've worked with you for a long, long time, as I was saying, but I've never heard you sing better than that.
Oh, well, thanks, Bert. That's lovely to
What
say.
are we paying you? I should mention that Robin is also one of our producers on the show, so it works beautifully for us. I mean, you sort of don't have to pay him as much as you normally would because he's here anyway, which is terrific.
Interestingly enough, you remember I think the last time I sang on the show was the first time I had a guest on the program.
Is he gone yet?
No, he's still there.
OK, sorry. Yes.
A lady named Helen Ivikovic, if you remember.
Oh, yes.
And I walked off and not normally getting around in drag and wardrobe clothes for looking after guests. And she looked at me in the makeup room and said, "How economical."
Yes, isn't that true? There's a lovely lady who's the older star of Days of Our Lives, the McDonald Carey's wife. You know, I just can't. Alice, yeah, but what's a lovely lady? Just can't think. Anyway, she was over here for the Logies, and at that stage of the game, I was doing the Lane Show, Super Quiz, New Faces, and 3UZ. Radio. She came into 3UZ, was interviewed by me. She worked on the Logies with me. She tuned in her television set in the room and saw me on Forward Super Quiz. And then on the Sunday night, she tuned in and saw me on New Faces. She came back to do the Lane Show again, and she said, "Hello, Bert." I said, "Hello, Florence." I said, "How are you?" She said, "Oh, are you finished?" "Oh, fine, yeah, fine." Who dares wind me up? This is one of my favourite stories. And you've just ruined the tag too. And I think one of my hairs moved too when I got excited. Anyway, yeah, just whistle, it'll stand up. The hair, you fool, the hair. Anyway. You won't laugh now, I'll be very... Anyway, she'd said all these things to radio and the whole jazz, and I said, "And how did you... I hope we sent a limousine for you." She said, "Yeah." She said, "I was surprised you weren't driving it." Which I thought was a rather bad surprise. Are we finished yet? Oh, that's marvellous. And now you've done, I've got nowhere to go. We'll take this break and up... Oh, is this the acupuncture bit?
I'm afraid so.
Yolan Lim is coming on, who's a delightful man. He knows a lot of things about herbs and things, but he also does acupuncture. And guess who's the person is... See you soon, folks. Won't be long. Welcome back. Abigail is with us, and the lovely Robin Jolly, and the equally lovely Colleen Hewitt's down there, and they're going to be the two people who are going to sing for us a little later in the request segment. These look ominous, don't they? Look at these little things down here. Spoons, and I think needles, and all sorts of things on plates. They belong to Mr. Yolan Lim. Please welcome Yolan. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
What are we doing today?
Well, you have convinced me to come and give you some needle because first of all, these needles are fully sterilized, so you cannot blame me if you catch anything.
Right. Okay.
It's from some other source.
What are you saying? This is my day today, isn't it? I just want to, fix one thing with you. I didn't ask you to come in today and have acupuncture. This was the idea of our production team, one of whom is Mr. Robin Jolly, who was there. If anything happens to me, guess whose bum will be on this chair very, very quickly? Robin, doing a wonderful job singing compere. They return again. So, Is this for hay fever or for any... someone mentioned hay fever to me.
We are talking about hay fever tonight.
Pardon?
We are talking about hay fever
today.
Tonight.
Today.
Today, is it?
That's right. Yeah, today. Yes. Go on, Yolan. At the moment, it's 15 love.
Basically, the Western people believe when you got hay fever, your body produces histamine. There is a cell in your body called mast cell, which will then
Marcel, we had him on the show yesterday. Marcel, wonderful.
Mast.
Yep. Wednesday.
Right?
No, yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday.
Oh, that's right.
Why don't you tell the truth?
Look,
This is a lie.
Go ahead, Yolan, please. Don't throw the whole thing. I've been very careful. Go on.
And therefore, they give you antihistamine to take to suppress the production of histamine. And because of that, you feel very tired, very sleepy.
Yes.
Now, in the Eastern way, we do not do that. We say because your body is unable to cope with the situation, and therefore we have to give you something to stimulate your body so that your immune system can then fight against the disease, can defend against the
I personally found it great. My wife just whistles for me and it works immediately. You like that? I've got plenty of those.
And basically what happens is that there are various ways you can do it. One is either through some herbal medicine or through some simple thing that you can take at home, or else if you got the disease, you want to get rid of it fast, your body basically got a system of energy.
I missed that bit. If I what?
If you want to get rid of it fast.
Oh, yes, okay, yeah, fine, yep.
All right?
Yes, yep.
Your body has a system of energy. And this energy, if it's out of balance, is like a car. When the car is out of balance, then you don't fire properly, and your engines start to accumulate.
If you have time tonight, could you have a look at my differential? Because keep going.
Well, from top to bottom, you need a tune up. And to tune this up, we can either use pressure, or I can give you needle.
Okay, well, obviously, they all want you to give me a needle.
Basically, those people...
Why have you got the Milo there? What's that for?
That's not Milo. That is the extract. That is the extract of ginger. Any star, and this is called gauji, which is very good to eat. If you taste one, it's very nice to eat. There's extract of this together with some other herbs, which when you take it, is supposed to strengthen your lung. And in Asian country, a lot of the singer and all that took this medicine to strengthen their lung. All right?
Yeah.
Now, not only that, if we dissolve this, that is the extract of this, okay? I just make it water
just tell me again, this is ginger's what?
Ginger.
Oh, ginger. Ordinary ginger.
All this extract now go into that, okay?
Yes.
Which...
You just drink it straight?
You drink it straight, it's very nice, it will strengthen your voice.
Okay.
Make you a soprano.
Do I drink the whole lot or just a sip?
Just a sip, it's an ordinary drink, but it's very good for you. That's supposed to strengthen your lung so that your lung then can fight the disease. Isn't that nice? Better than whiskey?
Well, that's debatable, but...
And if it's not strong enough, this is extracted into a stronger one. You can put it inside.
Hey, they're not bloody eye drops, are they? What are you putting in there?
HF.
Oh, okay.
It's called HF. There is a concentrate extract of that because...
I'm an old country boy. I'm an old country boy. I love doing that.
It will make your hair stand up.
Please. Without the whistle. Oh, that makes it so much more. Yeah, try that, Abigail. I'll just, that'll be okay. You trust me, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, you try.
There are quite a lot of well-known people taking this to strengthen their voice in singing.
Which well-known people?
You remember a girl called Susan Steele? Who
yes, I do, indeed, yeah. Wonderful singer.
She used to take this. She's a friend of mine.
Yeah, she's lovely lady.
And we got Robin Jolly also has been to me.
You take it too, do you, Robin?
Yeah.
That's what you're on to, isn't it? Oh, well.
Quite a lot of people quite a lot of people has
okay,
taken
into the needles.
Now,
thank you, Abigail.
If you don't like that...
You would like to finish that up?
Listen. The needle is for hay fever. We have to put it in your leg, and some.
I get the hay fever in the nose, though.
I know because your leg, this he got more hair on this than your hair grows.
Listen. Let's hang on a sec. You just hang on a sec. What side are you on? What Why do you come on and say these terrible things to me? We're supposed to be friends, brothers.
Because there is a meridian here, the channel here called the kidney meridian.
The kidney. In
your body, different positions are named after different organs in your body, okay? This particular meridian that runs down controls your kidney because we believe basically that if your energy is low, then you start to lose your hair, then you start to get your immune system low, and therefore we have to stimulate.
I thought we started off with hay fever.
I know, that's why I'm coming to it.
Right.
That's part of it because your energy is low in your lung, and therefore we have to stimulate, first of all, that point there. Number 1 point, now the kidney point.
What are you putting on there?
Just to clean your skin so you cannot blame on me.
Okay, right.
And there's a point here, and there's the ear point. Your ear also has a complement of it, and
You didn't spend much time on the ear.
No, that's all right.
Might notice my ears are very clean.
Yes.
As my mother used to say, if they're not clean, we can grow Chinese gooseberries
This
in
is
there,
brand new. This is brand new and sterilized. Don't blame it on me.
What is it? Okay. No,
1 point.
Didn't
It
hurt.
doesn't hurt.
Didn't hurt at all. Not at all.
Another one.
I'm a little doubtful about this one, though.
On there.
Right, that didn't hurt. Did not hurt.
And one to stimulate. This is a lump point. And another one.
Just a smidge.
Another one for good measure is to grow hair. See?
You didn't tell me about that one, Yolan. So what should happen now? I should be able...
You should relax. You should relax. If you don't relax, you will collapse.
Okay, well, I'll relax. Oh, that's right. You've got to relax completely.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Breathe deeply.
Yes, and I think Robin was mentioning to me not to move at all.
That's right.
Now, for some stupid reason...
Keep your eyes still. Keep your eyes still.
Yeah.
All right?
What about my mouth?
Yeah.
Can I use my mouth at all?
You cannot use your lips. You can use your tongue.
Well, what do you think I'm doing? Oh, okay, righto. Well, in using my tongue, I'd like you to thank Yolan for being with us today. It really has been a lot of fun. And we're back with you after this break. Yolan Lynn. Can you tell me what I'm going to do? Welcome back. The needles are out and everything is just... I feel wonderful, Yolan. Congratulations. That's terrific.
How's your singing?
I won't try that yet. Perhaps that... What's the song?
You better sing now.
I'm in the mood for love. No, it hasn't improved, unfortunately.
Boys are singing
Please. Why is this day, Mark? Why are you all turning on me? What have I done to you? I'm trying to be nice to you. The phones are with us today. Always good to have the phones on the show. They've got a Four Seasons medley for you, so please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the phones. Terrific, guys. And a medley of songs made famous by the Four Seasons. Just a quick disclaimer once again, memories flood back of the amazing Jonathan, but of course for kids watching the show today and remembering it's school holiday time in lots of states of Australia, what you saw Yolan do to Uncle Bert before, you don't do it to anybody. Not to yourself, not to your mum, not to your dad, not to even people you hate. You don't do that. As a matter of fact, that's my instruction to Yolan. You never do that again. But please, that's very, very important. A bit of class in the show now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to want to talk about a theatre, Australia's oldest theatre, and certainly one of its most... OK, so the staging guys disagree. But it is... How lucky were the Four Seasons, eh? That was supposed to hit Yolan. The Princess Theatre I'm talking about here in... see what happened, Yolan? Yep. Big set fell down.
That's right.
No one hurt, though. Keep your needles to yourself. Years ago, when the Princess Theatre was in disrepair, all of a sudden a gentleman called Dave Mariner came along, and David has done a magnificent job, and very soon this grand old lady of Australian theatre is going to be restored to her former glory. And on Saturday night, as a matter of fact, they've got a very special night there to take off the bandages, as it were. And one of Australia's greatest sons is the man who is right behind this fight from the artistic point of view, because that theatre is very important to him. As a matter of fact, so much so that he made a tape, part of which we show you now.
From the time of Thespis, the Greek who stepped boldly from the chorus to found our profession, perhaps the worst thing an actor has to face is a theatre that's dark, neglected, no regular performances, no life. That the Princess, our oldest mainland theatre, has been allowed to slip into the shadows by an Australia now rightly concerned with its cultural heritage is a mystery, perhaps even a tragedy. I'm Keith Michel, and I would like you to see the theatre as I'd prefer to see it. Lights! Oh, no, 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 no. I said lights!
And ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to see and please welcome Mr. Keith Michel. Abigail Keith, Yolan Lim, and Colleen Hewitt, whom you would know, of course. It's great to have you back in your own country, Australia.
Thank you. I nearly didn't get here.
What happened?
Well, I was flown in on a private plane owned by Raymond Michel, who's here somewhere.
Oh, great.
And with Tim Sexton, who is working on this musical with me. Mm-hmm. And it's got one propeller.
You're joking?
Yes, one propeller, and it's called a Mooney.
What's it called?
A Mooney.
A Mooney?
A Texan Mooney.
I was going to say that you'd be right so far as airspace was concerned at the moment.
Well, not all that. No. Ray kept on saying we can't get in yet because we had to fly around in circles for a long time.
Well, thank God you made it.
Yes, and we went into a storm.
Yeah. Does he fly very well, by the way?
He owns the plane, so it was his responsibility.
Does he fly it?
Well, yes, he flies it.
There's plenty of work for him here in Australia at the moment, if he wants it.
All right, Ray.
Keith, you've come back to see two very important ladies, the Princess Theatre, the grand old lady of theatre, and also your sister.
Yes.
Now, you've come back, especially with the Princess Theatre in mind, to I think, get through to people once again the importance of this magnificent theatre.
Yes.
Why is it important to you?
Well, personally it's important because I had my audition to go to the Vic School there when Olivier was out here with the company, and I was sent along to have an audition to go to the school. I didn't audition with Larry, but I did have the audition there. Mm-hmm. And I stood on that stage and I remembered, a long time ago, just standing there and doing this audition. I was so nervous, I can't tell you, it's terrifying.
You travel the world and you work in all sorts of theatres, the newer ones, which must be wonderful to work in. But there is something very important about the traditional theatres, and if we've got one such as the Princess, we should maintain it.
Oh, absolutely, because all over the world, the old theatres are being pulled down, and people are sorry, because in their place come things that you really can't get that atmosphere and intimacy that you need for a theatre. They build great spaces, you know. They have wonderful, spacious theatre. In fact, you lose a lot of intimacy when you're acting in it. You can't get that quality.
Keith, tell us about the musical that you and the guys are working on.
Well, it's I did a play here called Pete McGinty and the Dreamtime, and a young Adelaide composer, Tim Sexton, has written, I think, a pretty terrific score to it, marvellous score. And I went over and saw a production that was being done of it in the Keith Shaw Theatre in. I say that rather quickly, quietly, but
it's still nice to have a theatre named after you. Not many people can say that.
In Port Pirie, I mean, and the arts people there financed the production, and the Northern Arts production, and it was I thought very exciting, indeed.
When you wake up in the morning, Keith, and someone, if they were to ask you immediately, what do you do for a living? I mean, do you answer artist, singer, actor, writer, composer? You do all of those things.
Yeah, some better than others, I guess. But I I suppose an actor, basically. And then an artist, painter.
What came first for you as a younger man?
They both came together.
Yes,
I used to do a bit of school stuff, you know, and a bit of painting, and I had quite a solitary childhood, so I spent a lot of time drawing.
Why was it solitary?
I grew up in the country in Warnertown in South Australia, and there weren't many people around to play with.
Yeah.
So I
wonder why it is that South Australia has such a great reputation of producing people for the arts.
Perhaps for that reason, I don't know. No.
Yeah. Of course, yourself and Sir Robert Helpman.
Yes.
And many others. Do you feel deprived because of that lonely childhood?
No, not at all. No. Because, you know, one is left to one's own resources in life quite often, particularly as an actor. You have your days free. And it's a matter of, you know what to do with the time. It's a pity to waste it, I always think.
Well, yeah, I know that's your attitude too. I remember when you were doing La Cage aux Folles and doing it so brilliantly.
Bert.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You sent that champagne around to John and I.
Well, I was so thrilled to see you. Well, it was my pleasure because I'd just come back from New York and I'd seen the American production on Broadway, and within 7 days I saw the Australian production for the first time, and really, I mean, our production was far superior.
It was a good production.
And the performances were just wonderful by you
Was Van
guys.
Johnson doing it when?
No, well, actually, that was the main reason I went there, to see Van Johnson do it, but unfortunately he was ill, and another guy went on.
Because he went into it after I was in it, and he wrote me a little letter saying, he's finding the hours very difficult. Because he's a film man, basically. He was saying, I can't really stay awake until the end of the...
Well, you tell a beautiful story. I think it might be slightly embellished. Many of Van Johnson's stories are, but he said that he had a hearing problem, very bad hearing problem, and that's eventually the reason why he left the show. But one night he finished one of the numbers, I can't remember which one, and when he got off, they said, that was fine, Van, but unfortunately it was the wrong number.
Well, yes, I think that sort of did happen a bit.
Yes, a little bit. Yeah. But he tripped through it. He got away.
He said it was that Song on Sands number got me a bit.
Yeah, that's right. He's a great bloke, though.
He's lovely. Oh, yes, he's a good guy.
What's it, when you're getting back to that outback life, and all of a sudden, years later, you are travelling the world and you're brushing shoulders with the famous and I guess the rich, but certainly the talented. Is it a dream that came true for you? Did you believe this sort of thing could happen to you?
I've never believed that anything's going to happen to me, and I think, therefore, I'm always very pleased when something does happen.
Not a bad philosophy, is it?
No, it's you can't. I never count on anything.
I mentioned that you came back also to see your sister Helena, and I immediately thought perhaps, is she not ill?
No, well, she hasn't been too well, but she's made a pretty good recovery, remarkable recovery.
Is she in the arts?
No, she was a nurse, a nursing sister, and a matron. She was a matron at Galway.
What about the exhibition that you have at the moment?
Oh, yes. Oh, you're better than I am, aren't you?
I have all the information. I feel so much better since those needles.
Yes, I think it's the needles.
I'm remembering everything.
Needle me. But yes, I have an exhibition of the sketches that I did while I was doing Captain Cook. Mm-hmm. And I had a bit of time off, so again, used it. And
where's the exhibition?
It's in Adelaide at the Vincent Gallery. Thank you, Bert. And and that's in the Mall. Mall.
Well, I say Mall, but you can say Mall, whichever you prefer.
Well, thanks.
Did you bring any of the sketches with you?
No, I didn't.
You've just arrived, but we had Lionel Rose in there. He was kind enough to give me one of those sketches over there. Aren't they lovely?
Oh,
the
yes,
Sporting
beautiful.
Hall
I'm
of
sorry I didn't
of
bring
Fame.
one to give you.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that, Keith. Just Post Office Box 706 up. No, one of mine and one of the gang over there.
Yeah.
Keith, it's lovely to have you back in Australia.
Thank you.
Of course, tomorrow night's the big night, isn't it?
Yes.
At the Princess.
Yes, I'm looking forward to see it. I haven't had time. I've just flown in, in this plane.
What was it? It wasn't really.
Well, you said about turning off when your body can't
Say a
face
prayer.
something. Well, we were. Ray said rather quietly, fasten your seatbelts, and there may be a bit of turbulence, which is exactly the line in the musical before the plane crash, you see. And I looked at Tim, and Tim looked at me, and I just turned off. So I thought, I'm feeling very sleepy now.
Keith, I don't like to embarrass, would you like a needle? I mean, because we've got tons of them here. Perhaps
Well, it
not.
looked pretty drastic, the one I saw.
Well, it certainly worked because my voice feels so much better, and everything's just one. And my memory.
I know, that was remarkable.
Well, it's amazing how it happened so quickly, John. I mean, Keith Michelle, ladies and gentlemen, please, thank you. Great to have you back. No, please stay. Keith Michelle. And after this break, our expert on life, Florence Houghton, is going to join us. Yeah.
Coming down to see us. Oh, no. 6, making 5. Do you like one more, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, one of our most popular regulars on the show today, please welcome Florence Houghton. I'll explain to Keith that Florence is our regular expert on living life. Your age is no secret, is it, Florence?
No, not a bit.
You tell Keith how old you are.
Well, I've had my 84th birthday.
Yes.
And I'm not old or aged, I'm only adding life to years.
Exactly.
It's a good thing, yeah. Just come over here just a little, Florence, for the microphone's sake. I believe you've been giving some thought to the sort of thing that the senior generation to come can look forward to in Australia.
Or what they should look forward to, because when I was in my working years, we didn't have such a thing as superannuation. I paid my taxes thinking it would give me a pension when I got older, which it has done. But I understand the government are trying to cut that out. Maybe by the time they do it, I'll be feather dusters, I hope. But I would say to the younger people today in the audience here, or those looking out, that if you are your 30s, 40s or 50s, to pay into a superannuation if you can, have private health insurance, which I always did. I always paid into the highest bracket of
health benefits.
Yes, well, whatever one it was. Yeah. And when I went to live in homes for the elderly that had a lodge and an ongoing care hospital and nursing home, which I'm not there now, but I was told I was foolish to pay that money because I was taken care of as a pensioner and with Medibank or Medicare, whichever one it was. And all that money I paid in, I didn't benefit by it. I could have had a trip to London with that. So now I'm not covered by anything. And other people are trying to make me feel as if I'm a burden on the country because I'm an old-age pensioner, which I'm not. That's money that was invested for me.
Yeah. Well, Florence, you mentioned just before coming on air that you've been in hospital. What's the reason for that?
Well, since the last time I appeared here, I had you all know I do a voluntary office job with the Victorian Council on the Aged, which is a good thing for everybody to belong to. And I had another angina attack, and they sent for the Mica ambulance, and they came and did an ECG and put a mask on me, and when they carried me down into Swanston Street, I was just coming to, and there were 2 ambulances. I don't know whether they thought I was a giant or not.
Making doubly sure.
Making doubly sure.
They took me to the Royal Melbourne instead of the Alfred, where I belong, and I was there for about 5 or 6 hours, but they said I couldn't go home because there was nobody to care for me, living alone. And but of course the Lord looks after me. The Reverend Ray Cleary from the Anglican churches was in that building when I turned my toes up, and he made arrangements that I be put into a nursing home down at Sandringham, which is closing for the lack of money. See, we all think that there's going to be somewhere for us to go, but these nursing homes that should be kept for older people are all shutting down for the lack of money.
It's very sad.
Yes, it is sad. So they had me there for a week, and what's more, had me there as their guest. So
There are nice people, aren't there?
So there are some lovely people in this world. So next week I'm going up to Swan Hill as a guest speaker to the Rotary Club up there.
What are you going to talk about?
The 6 L's of growing older.
What are they again?
The living, loving, learning, looking, listening and laughing.
That's lovely. I've read those before in a beautiful book by Mary McKay. And they're very, very good advice.
And I never get time to look at the radio or television, but the other day I had a fleeting glimpse and you had... John Bertram, is it?
Yeah, John Bertrand, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I was in Perth for the America's Cup. You know, the Voluntary Care Association of Perth flew me over for the first week of the elimination series, and I went sailing on the Lewin-Barkatine, that sailing ship.
And there's your badge.
Yes, so I wore it. And I got Alan Bond's boxing kangaroo, but I put the Lewin-Barkatine on because I sailed 155 feet up the mizzenmast, strapped to the bosun's chair, between Fremantle and Rottnest Island.
This is all true. You might not believe this, but when Florence was 80, she took her first parachute jump.
Oh, yes.
81.
81. Really, I'm sorry about that. This is a character.
So at the America's Cup, I was the guest speaker at the Anglican, the Catholic, the Baptist, the Uniting Church and the Salvation Army
God,
homes.
you've got to get to heaven, haven't you?
And I told all those older people to get up and live. Don't wait for your children and grandchildren to do something for you. Do it for yourself. And I encourage them to spend their money and go sailing on the Lewin-Barkatine.
Isn't that great advice? Look after yourself. Do it for yourself. Florence Houghton, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a break now. Great to see you again. And what are those? Just give me the L's again. What are they again?
The living. There's a lot of living to do. Loving. We must all love one another. Living, loving, learning. Don't think you know everything, because you don't. You can learn every day. You've got to look, watch what goes on. You've got to listen. I know I talk, but I should shut up and listen.
No.
And you've got to laugh, and people don't do enough of it. And don't be afraid to give somebody a smile. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to put your hand in your pocket.
Yeah. Good on you, Florence. Did you have that commercial break? We haven't. Right, we'll take it now. Back with you soon. Thank you. Welcome back. Normally in this spot, pardon me, each Friday we have the request segment. Unfortunately, because of certain things that have happened throughout the last hour and a half, time ran away from us and we can't do the complete request segment. But we do have the one which is the write-in one, which I've dropped this week, if you understand that, because I want to dedicate this song to a great man of radio who is in hospital at the moment. He had a minor heart attack last week. He's in the Mercy Hospital, I believe, in Melbourne, John McMahon. And John, if you're watching, all our love to you. We wish you a very speedy recovery. He's admired and loved so much throughout the radio and television industry. So, Jack, this is especially for you. Robin and Colleen, It Takes Two, baby. All the best, John.
One can have a dream, baby.
Two can make a dream seem so real.
One can talk about being in love.
Two can say how it really feels.
Two can make a dream come true.
Two can make that wish come true, yeah. Two, baby.
It takes two, baby. Me and you. It just takes two. Yeah. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. To
Charlene. Thank you, Robin. Back with you after this break.
Almost time to say goodbye. I can't leave out our special bet from our good friend Tom Carroll, the bookmaker in Queensland, because he's tipped one last week. I didn't give it to you. In Melbourne, race 7, horse 1, Prince O'Leary will win, according to Tom. Thanks to our guests today on the show, Florence Houghton, ladies and gentlemen, Keith Michelle, great to have Keith with us, Abigail and Yoland Lim down there.
Good luck to you all. We're out of time. We'll see you Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye, and God bless you.
When in Melbourne, our guests stay at the Hilton on the Park. This has been a Jim McKay production for the Australian Television Network. The Bert Newton Show was brought to you by the new Jenny Craig weight loss program. Now more than ever, it's the Australian way to lose weight.